wanted to show you what or where we got our lab materials from. So people have asked me, where do you find your specimens? Where do you find all your lab materials that you're going to be using for science? Hi guys and welcome. My name is Bonnie and today I thought I would show you what we are using for our biology lab materials for our homeschool. So I have a sophomore and he is currently using the Abeka biology books. So we are using Abeka for our biology. He has his textbook and it comes with a field and laboratory manual. It also comes with a STEM book, but we're not going into that right now. So this is his biology and laboratory manual. I will give you a close-up view of it later on in the video, but I wanted to quickly show you the laboratory exercises. They have 25. They also have some additional laboratory exercises that you can do, which are not counted though. And there's a couple of field and study projects like the tree identification, the insect collection, and the pond study. We are doing these as part of a homeschool co-op. And we're actually doing all of the lab exercises, or some of the lab exercises, as part of our co-op. The other ones he's going to be doing on his own. So I've gone through the lab manual, and I'm going to give you a more close-up look. He has completed the first lab already. Some of these we are going to be doing in our co-op. Some of them we will not. But I wanted to show you what or where we got our lab materials from. So people have asked me, where do you find your specimens? Where do you find all your lab materials that you're going to be using for sciences? So I wanted to show you what we will be using for our biology, because I've only picked a couple of them for him to do hands-on with using these specimens and the materials. But we use a company called Home Science Tools. And they have a lot of supplies, a lot of tools, a lot of specimens that you can use for whatever curriculum you're using for your biology. So we use Abeka, and they have a Abeka category where it shows you what kits you can get for biology, or for whatever science you're using, for chemistry or physical science, whatever science that you're using. And they have a lab kit put together for you. So you can buy the full kit, which can be anywhere from $200 to $400, or you can pick and choose which ones you want for your labs, which is what I did this year. I just picked a couple of them. Since he did take, this is basically his second year taking biology. He took it last year as well, but it was through a different co-op, and I wasn't a part of it. It wasn't Abeka, it was Apologia. So I should do a video of comparing and contrasting those two lab books, because I have both of them. But anyways, I wanted to show you which we're going to be using, show you what some of the materials look like, show you what some of their supplies look like, show you their specimens. I haven't even opened the book yet, so hopefully, I think these specimens are well preserved. We haven't used them yet, so we haven't opened it. So I just wanted to give you a quick look inside the box. But go check out Home Science Tools. They have science from every age, kindergarten up to high school. And I've really enjoyed using them. Sometimes it does take a while for materials to come into the mail, so make sure you order them way ahead of time for your school year. Or you can order them whenever, but they do take a while to be shipped out and to arrive, so give yourself some time for those if you need the time. But here is a look at what we will be using and the materials that we're using for our biology lab. Okay, so here is the box from Home Science Tools. I'll give you a quick look. And I guess I should have opened these way before, but I just haven't had time. And yes, let's see. Get rid of the candy wrapper there. And let us see what is inside this box. Okay, so as soon as I open this, it has a thank you for your purchase and a giveaway they might be giving, and it shows you what I ordered. Shows you what I ordered. So I need to I should have actually made sure that this was correct, because the lab does actually start this Tuesday. So I should have opened it way in advance. Oh, and they have a magazine. So I've never gotten a magazine before in the mail or in a box. So that's interesting. Maybe this is something new that they're starting to do. I do not know. I've never gotten one. So that'll be fun to look through and read. I love magazines. So I got that when I opened it. Some brown paper. So here we have a protozoa culture kit. I haven't opened that yet, but that was one of the things that I ordered. And this was, I'm not quite sure, but everything total was, I don't even have the total on here. I think it was around $200. Everything that I did order. So there's this culture kit that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing blood testing as part of our human anatomy study. So we have two, well, one for my other kid and one for me or whoever, blood typing kits that we're going to be used to find out which blood type we are. Make sure they're not expired. So those are those that go with human anatomy. And then, let's see what I have here. Oh, I just have, it looks like some gloves. So we all have to have our gloves. I got a size medium. So these are their lab gloves. And then, let me see what this is. Some kind of nutrient, some agar nutrient for the Petri dishes. So as you can see, I'm not really a scientist, so I'm learning this stuff as I go. So I have that. What else do I have? Let's see what else I have in this. Oh, so these are the specimens, and they do come individually wrapped. So it looks like they do. So here is a lovely mammal heart dissection kit. So I did get this, and I thought I got, it's not a mammal, let's see what this is. This is the heart dissection. And that looks like it's in its own case. So, that's interesting. I think they're all going to come together in one case. But it looks like maybe not. And here is the mammal brain dissection kit. So I got that for the biology, for his lab kit. Hopefully that looks fresh. I'm trying to check the dates on here. Looks a little, if it's broken or if it looks like it's got a lot of liquid in it. So hopefully I'm going to open these up and make sure that they're all in one piece. But there's the mammal brain, which we're not doing yet. And I'm trying to see what all these looks like. Some Petri dishes. And I'm not quite sure what is in here. Oh, a bacteria kit. So we are doing a bacteria kit. And so that is the supplies for bacteria. Let's see what this is. These are probably the biology slides. So I did order some slides to go with our lens. We do not technically have a microscope, but we have something that works close to a microscope. So I bought some additional biology slides. And these are pretty expensive. I think these are about $50. So I bought some biology slides. And it looks like there's a box within a box. So I think I ordered more than all this. We shall see what's in this box. And that breaking anything when I open it. Okay, so we have this box. We have some lovely paper. Oh, yeah, here's my specimens. More of them. Okay, so here is the, bear with me here. Here it looks like is the tray. I thought this would come packaged, but here's the tray. It's a nice, sturdy tray. It's washable. I can use it again. So I got this along with some dissection tools. So there's that. And these are the dissection tools that come in a little pouch or a little case. And you can open it up. I got the full set of dissection tools. There's a ruler, some tweezers, some scissors. There should be a scalpel. Here's your scalpel. You need this. I know you need that for biology. I do know that. And then there is the tray that comes with it that he can wash and reuse. So they have a lot of those. They have a lot of those on there, a lot of different trays that you could possibly use. And I got some dissection guides. These are the ones of the specimens that we will be doing for 10th grades. Grasshopper. And your specimen care, how to preserve them. So yes, those are the specimens that we're going to be using, and here they are. Aren't they lovely? So here is the kit. It says preserve specimen set. They should all be in there. I see a fish, a scale, a crayfish, a starfish, something else in here, and there's the frog. I'm trying to smell. It doesn't smell too bad, actually. So hopefully everything is in there. I don't see a cricket in there. So I'm just hoping that everything is in there. I don't really want to open the bag because once I do, you know, they have a tendency to get hard and all that kind of stuff. So I ordered other things besides just this. But this is part of the kit. And that's basically all we got from Home Science Tools. I do have some beakers and some other things that I've had before that I've ordered before from Home Science Tools. So they have everything from beakers to anything that you really need for your science curriculum. I would just encourage you to check out the website to see what materials they have for the science that you're doing for whatever textbook that you're using. I'm trying to think about back when I was in high school. I think the only thing we dissected was a fish. No, it wasn't a fish, it was a frog. We dissected a frog, and I also dissected some kind of other insect. But we lived out really far out in the country, and so our biology teacher, if he found any roadkill on the side of the road, he would get his shovel and he would just bring it in and bring it into the classroom, and he would dissect it. I know there was a skunk, and there was always a squirrel. There was always something that he would bring in and dissect it, and we would get to look at it and dissect it if we wanted to. So it was very interesting. So these supplies, these specimens, I think are really interesting. And I would have loved to have been able to dissect these things and the heart and the brain. I think it's super exciting. And it's another way just to have your kids get more excited about science and more excited about homeschooling. But let me show you the Abeka Lab Manual. If you get the kit, it also comes with the teacher manual, which has some of the answers in it. But I won't show you that version. I'll just show you the regular lab manual that your teenager would get. And even if you don't use the Abeka, just check it out and maybe compare it to the lab manual that you will be using. And yeah, so here is the lab manual. Okay, so here is the Field and Laboratory Manual for Biology, 5th edition from Abeka. And in it, it has the laboratory exercises that they will be performing. And if you get the DVD lab, they will do the labs actually on the video for you to see. These are the additional ones. And these are the field studies that we are doing as part of our co-op. And we are also doing most of these. The one that I'm not doing, there's a pig somewhere. The fetal pig. I'm like, no, thank you. I do not want to do the fetal pig. So we will be doing this one, collecting, preserving, and mounting flowers. So he's already done some of those. How to use the microscope. Your report sheets. I like that they already come with the questions, so you don't really have to put the lab manual together. That's what he did last year. He had to actually put purpose, equipment. He had to write it out himself. But with the Abeka manual, it already comes pre-written, so you can really just focus on, you know, what's going on with the microscope, what they're showing you. And again, if you get the DVD for 10th grade, the biology, he or she, your child will get to see this on the microscope. Dissecting a flower. That's actually going to be our first lab with our co-op. We will be dissecting the flower. Cells, and the report sheet. Structure and variety of the fruits. Studying roots and stems with a microscope. The world of algae. So neat. Just love this book. Bones, muscles, and cartilage. The nervous system. Food chemistry. That looks like that would be fun to do as well. Blood. Heart dissection, which we're doing as part of our co-op. There's the one that we will not be doing because I'm just not going to even go there with that. And then the frog dissection, of course. We will be doing that. And then you have the perch. And there's the report sheet, the grasshopper dissection. Insect identification. Crayfish. The starfish, we're doing all of those. some of the questions that they ask. The earthworm, we're supposed to be doing this one too. I didn't see that in the kit, but it is kind of small. So I'm not showing you everything really close up, but I just wanted to give you guys a look. My toasts, which is really neat. Genetics, which I really, really love genetics. That was always the interesting part for me when I took biology. Okay, then Lab 25 is the DNA model. We're actually going to be doing a candy DNA model, but I'm going to also be doing this with my child as well, because I do like the DNA, engineering, design, factors affecting photosynthesis. A lot of discussion questions, engineering. Cardiovascular and respiratory health. That's really good. I had no idea what this was until like 4 years ago when COVID hit. Then everybody was out buying those. Here's an example report sheet. Biometrics. Culturing environmental microorganisms, test the supplies that you need, collecting samples, growing your samples, to draw what you see, animal habitats, feathers is insulation, snake ramp. So remember, some of these are optional, some of them they do in the video, some of them they do not. So you can also just pick and choose which ones. Tree identification, which we're doing as part of our co-op. And take a leaf and mount it. We did that with flowers, we mounted the flowers. Insect collection, same thing, a lot of kids do insect collections. A lot of teens love doing the insects and the butterfly. We were always kind of, if we found a dead butterfly, then we would mount it. But if it was still alive, you know, we just couldn't do it. Oops, try to focus this. Pond study, which we're doing as part of our co-op. We've already done a little bit of that so far this year, but it's just interesting. So we're always interested in these little insects and protozoa, and especially like amoebas and all that kind of stuff. I don't know a lot about it, but my high schooler knows more than I do. The algae, this is just so neat. I think this is all so neat. And then project report, see, you're observing the water and the insects. I think that's it. So that is just a quick look at the biology lab manual. So I flipped it around. If you do get the DVDs, then they actually show you and they zoom in and show your teen what they're actually doing. So it's really neat, and those teachers are professors and they're really on point with everything. So we're doing both. We're doing the video and then we're doing it together as a homeschool group. So hopefully it's going to be fun. So I hope this video has helped you and that you were able to see everything, and that you got to look outside some of the home science tools, equipment and materials that they use and the specimens that they have. So if you ever need anything for any of your kids for science, you can check them out. I'm sure there might be other websites that do the same thing. If you know of other websites that hand out science that you can purchase science materials through, such as Specimens, leave me a comment below, because I'm always interested in seeing where can I buy science supplies at, where can I buy kits at. And the Home Science Tools is the only one that I knew of. So if you know of any other ones, please just leave them in the comments below. And yeah, that'd be great. And I hope this video has helped you guys. If you have not subscribed, please hit like and subscribe. And thanks so much for following me. Let me know how your homeschooling year is. Let me know what science you're doing. And just have a good homeschool year, and I'll talk to you later. Take care.